going on to the, like I said, onto the Tony Awards. When your name and the play popped up and you was just sat there, what was going through your head at the time? Did you just think to yourself, did they just say my name right? Or is this just a big joke? Am I dreaming this? Or is this for real?
Well, look, it was, I had been told by colleagues I really trust, if you win, you'll just be more relieved than happy, which was true. You're like, oh, thank God. I was just stressed about it. The other thing I realized, look, the honest truth is, if you become the front runner for something, then if you don't win, then that must be, that's terrible. So I was really anxious about, I was like, everyone says I'm going to win, so I was convinced I wasn't going to win. And that meant there'd be 2,000 phone calls to return, all of which said to me, oh, I'm so sorry, why didn't you win? That's not an experience you want to relive. So I wasn't relieved that, but I never thought I would make work that would win those sort of awards. Not that I don't have ambition, like any writer, if they're honest, to sort of plugging away in solitude and disinterest for many years. But that play, that play ran the table, run every award in New York. It's never been done before. And I sort of felt as it was happening, oh, well, this is my quota. I'm getting my quota for my whole career. This is all amazing. And just try to enjoy being. The thing that was more exciting than the awards was all the people I got to meet. I mean, that's one of the things about a career is if you're so fortunate, you get to meet all the people that you grew up admiring, either your betters and elders or even your colleagues, and get to have conversations with them about why are you doing this work and how are you dealing with that and what was it like, and hey, isn't this great? We're both up for so award. That's the sort of special thing about it, much more than the award itself. Is just the experience of the people you get to become enmeshed with.
What about with when your play got turned into a TV movie, and one of the lists of executive producers having to be a familiar Mr. Steven Spielberg? I don't know if you know him, but
No, it's pretty. I mean, that film was made by HBO, Steven's company, Amblin, and Mark Platt's company, and those are three really special people in the film world to work with. So it was great. I mean, it was very arduous. It was shot during COVID in the Czech Republic, which was at the time the hotspot in East Central Europe, maybe all of Europe at the time. That wasn't the plan when it was selected, but life has a way of being funny, right? So it was very arduous to do, but it was it was great. It was a really fascinating experience as an artist to turn something I made. I always wanted to make a movie of it at the same time as I was first envisioning the project, but to actually make it move from, well, the goal, and I think we achieved this, could be wrong, but the thing I'm most pleased about was that the film of Oslo feels like a film, not a filmed play. And that was really difficult for me, just learning. It's one thing to learn how to write a movie or television on the fly. You should learn these muscles, but then to do it with your own work that was conceived as a deeply theatrical piece was tough, but it was such a learn. I was very humbling and I learned a lot, and I loved doing it.
Yeah. When you did you ever get to meet Spielberg through the pros? No, you never.
No, I had the wonderful problem of I very quickly into the process of doing the film, I had to fly to Tokyo to take the reins of my first ever TV show. So I was showrunning in Tokyo while most of the filming happened for Oslo in Prague.
Yeah.
So, but I had this deep relationship with the director, Bart Shear. And so, he would call me on set, his set to my set, like, is it okay if we change this line? What do you think? Because he's a theater guy too, and we have a real simpatico, and so in essence, he is a director and he's brilliant and I did a wonderful job, but I didn't have to be there. I can't think of another director I'd feel that way, but I didn't have to be there to be participating in a strange way, if that makes sense.